some EMC problems that,
Dave and Chris came and sorted out last week. Here for 6 hours trying to sort it out, but it was a bit of a challenge for them. But they did it, and it's marvellous. I can go on any band now, no problem at all.
Oh, that's great. That's great. What earthing arrangements have you got?
The earthing goes from the auto ATU all the way around. It's dug underneath the lawn, past the Buddha, all the way down, right there,
yeah.
Over there, and then it comes round here. I don't know where it went, but it went.
So the earth wire goes around here
yes,
somewhere
it does go
and
there,
ends
up to the chimney,
right?
And it goes round here.
Under there,
yes, yeah. I covered that.
It comes up there, does it?
Yeah. And there's
there,
look. See?
One earth spike.
Look at that. Buddha's looking after it.
So your 2-metre beam is up in the loft, and
yes. I'll need the.
From a loft in deepest Kent, we now move to Crombie Road, Sidcup. This was a very sunny Sunday afternoon in September when we met Sam.
Hello, I'm Sam, 2E0SDW, and this is my house down Crombie Road in Sidcup. On top of the house on the chimney, I've got a ZL Special for 2 metres. It's a 7 element with a gain about 7 dBd, 9 dBi,
Right.
on a rotator, and just to the right of it is a vertical 2-metre dipole.
And the vertical used for FM, presumably?
Yep, FM.
And do you join in any of the Cray Valley nets? The Cray Valley net, 2-metre net?
Yep, some often the 2-metre contest and the net that goes on after that. I use the beam for that.
You use the beam, yeah. Okay, and what contests have you done recently?
Mainly the 2-metre activity contests I've been trying to do on the first Tuesday of each month.
Right. And what about your HF? What do you do on HF? Or is that a sore point at the moment? You wouldn't happen to have a G5RV that's come down, have you?
Yeah. The G5RV went from the house to my neighbour's tree, and unfortunately it snapped. I'd just put some new coax on it, and I think the weight was too much and one of the joints broke. So just got a couple more things to get to replace the centrepiece in the middle with a higher quality one, and then I'll be back on HF. But HF isn't a band that, HF isn't a band that I use very often. So.
Right. Let's have a look to see where the G5RV used to roam, shall we say?
Yeah, and we'll do again sometime.
Yes, Sam, I can just see the remains of your G5RV, and I believe you just said that it started at the far chimney near where that TV area was, came back to the second chimney where there was a bit of a dog leg and an insulator there you can just about still see, and then over to your tree. So looking down your garden, there's a tree. Is that the tree that your neighbour's tree that you used to use?
Yeah, that's my neighbour's tree, and it was about 3 metres from the top.
And how did you get the support up there? Did you climb it? You didn't climb it.
Yeah.
You climbed it. And you ran out of steam when you got 3 metres from the top.
It was getting a bit thin, and it was quite a windy day. So.
It certainly looked it. It was windy today. Right, well, I wish you luck in getting your G5 up again, because that's a fair height. You're a very cooperative neighbour. Ah, right, Sam, show us round your shack then.
Oh, right, well, this is where all my radio stuff goes on. All my construction, all my operating. I haven't got that much space. A lot of my space is storage. So this is the only actual space I've got for doing things. So I've got my FT847.
Your FT847,
HF 6 metres, 2 metres and 70 centimetres. Obviously I'm a bit limited for aerials at the moment, so I've only got 2 metres as it is. But hopefully I'll get the G5RV back up soon. When I put temporary antennas up for HF and 6 metres, I use the antenna switch on my ATU, and then I've only got for changing between vertical and the beam for 2 meters. I just have to swap the coax behind. I was trying to avoid too much loss, so I took out the switch.
So Sam, what's that box there next to your ATU?
Alright, that's something I'm working on at the moment, and it goes with this switchboard, and it basically just enabled me to control most things from one place, because at the moment all the switches are all over the place, and things like the push to talk for the microphone and channel up and down, and just switching the power on and off to things will all be done from this control panel.
Is that one you designed yourself?
Yeah. There's no components or anything, it's just simple switches and a couple of relays. I've got 2 power supplies.
2, right?
My main one is, I don't know if you can see it, it's behind.
Yes.
It's a Watson 25 amp linear power supply.
Yeah.
And that powers my rig, and that's it. Everything else is done from this smaller power supply, which does all the, just tidies everything up. So I've got all my meter lamps and also my DSP and things like that are all done from the smaller power supply.
So Sam, I see that you have your computer on here. What program you got running here?
That's Ham Radio Deluxe, just with a CAT interface to my FT847. I use that for logging and controlling the radio, and also the digital master program that comes with Ham Radio Deluxe. I'm eventually going to use for Digimodes when I get myself sorted out, and I've built a little interface just there for Digimodes, and just receive and transmit volumes on the front.
So have you used Digimodes at all yet, or have you received Digimodes?
I've received, but I'm having problems with the interface, so I can't actually transmit at the moment.
Have you looked at slow scan television at all?
I haven't actually got a program for slow scan yet. It's something to come when I finish the interface. Right.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for showing us around your shack, and we'll show this at one of the meetings.
Right, thanks, Paul.
From